Another part of this synthetic screen project that I haven't shown yet is this test stand that I've been building. So I 3D modeled and 3D printed this test stand, and it basically is a box. It's got a Arduino Mega inside. This is a screen that I made. It has an 8x8 LED matrix inside, one of the larger ones that changes color, and that's already behind a dark filter. So it's already in there, and it's already wired into the Mega. So once I'm pressing on the skin, the idea is that the LED matrix will light up in the location and intensity that I'm pressing on the skin. So that's that. I'm going to put that aside. This is the cover for it. This is where the skin sits inside of, in this tray, and it's got corresponding magnets just like the skin will. So it should lock down into place and be able to pull it up when you want to switch it out for something else or something. But that's the idea. So these magnets are all press fit in here, but some are tighter than others, and I'm just going to go through and glue them in the front and the back with some 2-part super glue. And yeah, and that's the next step there. And then it's essentially just a waiting game as we do each of the skin layers. Alright, so I've got all these magnets on the edge. I just need to glue them into place so they won't jump out. And those will correspond with the magnets that are embedded in the synthetic skin. Okay, so I went in and glued in all of the magnets on the top side and the bottom side, so hopefully that holds them in place and they're not going to jump out and want to join the magnets that are in the skin. Alright, so my next goal is I'm going to cut off the heads of these screws that I've got in the 4 corners and kind of clean up the threads, sharpen it up. I want them to be just like a little point, because that's how they're going to join with the base. It's just going to be just gravity sitting on top, but I just wanted that not to slide around, so I'm going to work on that next. Okay, new plan. I thought these were going to be a lot easier to cut off. They're actually pretty dense. So what ends up happening is that the screw gets too hot too fast, and it softens up the plastic. So plan B is I'm going to take all these out, and I'm going to do them outside of it. So you can see I've got the ends of these tapered, smoothed out, so these should work really well. The trick is just getting them threaded into the plastic top tray. First one was super simple, so I'm going to do it on camera. Let's see if that one's in. So here we go. The thing that saved me in all of this are these vice grips. They actually made this process super simple. Back up just a little bit. There we go. There's the next one. Going for this one. I'm going to try it with my hands. Since there are threads in there, yeah, I can just do it by hand. Makes it a lot easier. As long as I stay in the threads, everything's good. This one's not turning out as easy because I may have damaged the threads a little bit when I was grinding this stuff, so we're going to do it this way. There we go. All right, so those should drop in. Let's go find out. Okay. I'm going to try and these holes that are in the corners, those should correspond with these pegs that we just created. Everything should just fall right into place. Yeah, look at that. And that's, I could actually pick the whole thing up by those pegs. So they seat really well, and they're pretty easy to take off if I need to adjust something down in here or just show it off or whatever. I just have to remember that I will need to create enough slack in here going to this that I will be able to lift it up if I want to. So don't make these wires too short. All right, cool. Next step down,